up on Chapman News, we're honoring all things Chapman on homecoming weekend. Dean of Students Jerry Price is with us in studio.
Plus, a look at how the men on campus are raising awareness in heels. Stay tuned, you're watching Chapman News.
Hello and welcome to Chapman News. I'm Leah Freeman.
And I'm Alli Friedman. Thanks for tuning in this Friday afternoon. You're watching Chapman News, the only live newscast in Orange County.
The men of Chapman are taking a stand against violence, a very high stand. Hannah Brown reports on why some men decided to take a walk on the painful side.
Last Friday, Chapman students gathered in the piazza to speak out against sexual assault and violent acts targeting women specifically. And what better way to do this than to have men take a walk in her shoes, literally. Chapman's annual Walk Against Violence encourages men to put on a pair of women's heels and walk a mile to the Orange Circle and back to take a public stand against sexual violence that occurs every day. This year, the walk was sponsored by the Greek Panhellenic Council and the CARES organization on campus, with local support from the Orange County Rape Crisis Center.
You need to change the social norm that says it's okay to hurt women and children and men. So I think putting a man in a high heel is definitely a major shift in the social norm, and that Chapman students do it so willingly and with such grace and enthusiasm.
There were plenty of heels to choose from, and once the men found their perfect pair, they proudly walked down to the Orange Circle, demonstrating their support and commitment to stop such violence. Many of them even had a woman by their side.
I walked today because I've always heard about this event every year, and I've never really had the kind of confidence to go out and do it, but I realized that the meaning of this event is something that's very important, and not just to me, and should be important to everyone.
Being able to walk with your friends and walk like with your guy friends and with your girlfriends, just walking through and actually being able to hand out these like the information to all the people and really just building the awareness to all the Chapman community is just what always brings me back, and I just have a lot of fun with it.
Even though the walk was only a mile, the men couldn't wait to take their heels off and soak their feet in the fountain back at the piazza.
My feet are feeling much better on level ground as opposed to being in heels for a full mile.
And I definitely understand that feeling of when you take off those heels and you go, oh, that definitely was a wake-up call.
This is Chapman's 5th year doing the Walk Against Violence, and it was definitely a successful year at that, with over 58 men walking to the Orange Circle, strutting their stuff in their heels. I'm Hannah Brown, reporting for Chapman News.
In case you missed the walk or didn't want to put your feet through the pain, you can still take a stand against sexual assault by becoming a CARES member or by logging on to their website for more information.
Looks like a great way for students to get involved. Anyways, we have Dean Jerry Price in the building. It's a big weekend for Chapman, homecoming weekend, school spirits in there. We got lots of families in town. What can you tell us? What are the big highlights?
Oh gosh, there's all kinds of things going on. Tomorrow we're going to be doing some tailgating. We're going to have the chili cook-off, of course, the game. We've got some, I was really excited that we've always struggled to get as many alumni back as we wanted in the past, and this year for some reason we've had like 5 times as many alumni sign up for homecoming weekend. So I'm hoping it's going to feel like a real traditional homecoming where students get to see their friends from a few years back and things like that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Sounds great.
Awesome. And then as Dean of Students, what is your favorite part?
Well, again, I like to see the students who come back, and although sometimes I get a little confused, are you a senior or have you actually left? And but I like just seeing students have fun together. I mean, it's this is the time of year, midterms be coming up not too long, sorry, and it gets stressful, so it's fun to let students just kind of chill for a weekend, have fun, let things go. I like just the informal kind of interaction throughout the weekend.
So homecoming's a big weekend, lots of school spirit, but some actually believe that Chapman lacks in the school spirit area. And how do you respond to that?
Well, I think that's true to some extent. In other words, I don't want to get all wonky on you, but if you study like small liberal arts colleges, everyone goes to football games and that. And if you go to USC or UCLA, they get big turnouts because they have so many students. schools of our size tend to struggle with this type of thing because the students come to Chapman. If the students who are dead set on that kind of big rah-rah, big sporting event, school spirit thing, they probably didn't look at us that closely because that's just not the kind of school we are as a rule. But that's being said, I do think that we have a significant portion of our student body who would like to see more of that, and I think we're getting a little bit more and more momentum of that each year.
So what do you think we can do to maybe boost that school spirit, bring it back?
I think that we have to do a better job of finding out how to make the games themselves more fun to be at. In other words, students are so busy. They don't have time to go to every theater performance, every symphony performance, every athletic event to support their friends. So I think we're going to have to make it such where attending is an event in itself. It's something they enjoy doing with their friends together. And I don't think we found the right formula for that yet, but we're still working on it.
Yeah,
And
we're
then,
hoping.
aside from homecoming talk, I don't know if you've heard, but Dodge actually is coming up in the ranks. We're now ranked number 7,
I saw
according
that.
to the Hollywood Reporter.
In the world.
Yes,
Right, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And
I'm
how do
waiting for the
you?
universal rankings to
For
come out.
top film schools.
Yes.
That's right.
And so, how do you feel about our move on that
I
list?
think it's great. I mean, I think that all the indications are that what we're doing is impressing a lot of people. It's just the more people that get a chance to take a close look, the better we're going to continue to look in those kind of rankings. So we're going from somewhat of a secret to a less of a secret, and which is probably a good thing. Although I have to admit, I kind of like the small, cozy kind of film school that we are.
So, yeah, Dodge is moving up, and we all know Chapman's getting bigger, expanding. What can you tell us about some expansion plans? How are we getting bigger?
We are getting bigger, but we've actually slowed the pace of growth. We only have about 15, 20 more freshmen we did last year because we don't have the physical capacity for it. We're lacking some classroom space. We're lacking residence hall space, but we're working on this. We have plans to do that, and I think in the next 5 or 6 years, you're going to see some major developments in the arts and the sciences that'll really set a stage for the next phase of growth.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much, Dean Jerry Price, for joining us today. We're all excited for homecoming weekend and then for the future of Chapman also.
Yeah. Each year, Chapman University students and their families come together to give back to their community through Chapman Day of Service. In honor of the 5th annual Day of Service, students and families have volunteered for a shift at one of 8 different organizations, including the Orange Food Bank and the Illumination Foundation. After the break, our reporter Kent Paisley is live at the Blind Children's Learning Center.
Plus, we'll give you all the details on Chapman's homecoming festivities.
Resident weather expert Erica Scott gives us the full weekend forecast. Erica?
To get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back. It's homecoming weekend. We have lots of events outdoors, the football game, the Chapman 5K, the chili cook-off.
I know, I'm going to be spending a lot of time outside this
I
weekend.
know, I got my mom in town.
Me too.
Even in studio today, and I know we'll definitely be heading outside today.
Definitely, me too. Well, Erica, please tell us there's going to be some good weather this weekend so my mom can see some of the great SoCal weather we have here.
Hey girls, well we actually have a ton of variation in weather this week. So let's take a look at the Northeast where we can see temperatures in New York mid to upper 60s, getting warmer along the coast, of course. Raleigh, North Carolina looking at 75. Miami is about 82 degrees. Some of these warmer degrees are due to the tropical storm Karen, which is coming in off the Gulf Coast. It's estimated about 275 miles south-southwest of the mouth of the Mississippi, so looking as though it's going to be affecting mostly Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and of course northern Florida. Now if you look at the trend, you can see if it veers to the left side of the forecast, it's more likely to panner off and not be as strong, whereas if it sticks to the right-hand side, it will gain momentum over water and we're going to see higher waves and rains and heavy winds in the area. So fingers crossed for the East Coast, as we know they don't need any more weather issues. But let's look to the West Coast where we can see the left side of the country is dealing with a cold front coming from the north. Northern Montana even seeing some temperatures in the mid-teens, getting warmer as we come down south. Boise, Idaho looking at 37 degrees. Looking at Southern California, we can see Sacramento's only about 59 degrees, but it is warmer, so don't worry, girls. Mid-60s for our area in Orange County, but there is a high wind advisory this weekend, so please be careful. We're looking at 15 to 25 mile per hour winds with gusts of up to 60. So please be careful at the beach. Don't go in the water. Don't get crazy surfing this weekend. But most importantly, how are these waves going to affect us here at Chapman for our homecoming game? I know I don't want my quarterback throwing at a 60 mile per hour wind. So let's ask Kelly out in the field. Kelly, how's it looking on Chapman's campus?
Those breezes are coming in fast, but it is still warm and clear here on top of Ardros Forum overlooking the rest of campus. But should the wind cause those temperatures to drop and get a little bit chilly, wouldn't be the worst thing ever since we've got that chili cook-off this Saturday, which I know I will for sure be attending. That being said, if our weather is not up to par, not to worry, Chapman's got plenty of plans for this weekend to distract from all the changes.
Hopefully, fingers crossed for a win this weekend. But let's take a look at the 5-day forecast ahead. Today we're looking at a high of 87, low of 61. Sunny all weekend, so don't worry, lots of outdoor activities will be looking good. 92 over the weekend's the high, low of 59s. Monday and Tuesday cooling off, with Tuesday only at a high of 75, low of 55. So if you're looking to get outside and enjoying the warm weather, come over to Chapman because you know we'll be busy over here. Back to you girls at the desk.
Great, just the weather I was looking forward to. Each year, Chapman students have come together to give back to their community through the Chapman Day of Service. Kent Paisley is now live at the Blind Children's Learning Center, where one Chapman group is volunteering today.
Hi there, I'm here at the Blind Children's Learning Center on Chapman's Day of Service. Alongside me is Carrie, the volunteer coordinator here, and Braden, one of the kids at the Blind Children's Learning Center. And Braden, what are you most excited for today?
The pumpkins.
And what are you going to do with the pumpkins?
Carve them into different shapes.
What shape are you thinking of carving your pumpkin into?
I want to carve it into a splat circle. Like
That-
a pancake. Yeah, I'm going to splat it and then I want to make it flat.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And Carrie, how is it having the Chapman kids come here on their day of service?
It has been so excellent to have you folks. You're so dedicated and supportive of our center, and all of our mission here at the center is to serve the visually impaired, deaf, blind, all of the community with our sighted peers. And you guys really support us and are always here for the children. So we really appreciate it. Yes. Oh, what happened?
Oh no, here we go again.
Uh-oh, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna find a pumpkin? Should we go find it?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna go find the pumpkin. So thank you, Chapman, and thank you for all your support. And Braden, can you say thank you, Chapman?
Thank you, Chapman.
We appreciate you.
Thank you, Carrie and Braden. From the Blind Children's Learning Center, I'm Kent Paisley, Chapman News.
Thanks, Kent. Homecoming weekend kicks off with the 8th annual Chapman University Toyota of Orange 5K, famously known as the flattest, fastest, and funnest 5K in the world, according to President Jim Doty. The run starts at Schmid Gate, proceeds through the Old Town Historic District, and finishes up at Wilson Field. Last year, over 2,000 people traveled the 3.1-mile course. And you can still run it this year. Walk-up registration is just $45. It includes a t-shirt, a commemorative medal, and breakfast after the run. All proceeds benefit Chapman's Scholarship Fund. See you all bright and early at the starting line. Gun goes off at 7:30.
And Saturday afternoon, there will be something spicy in the air. Tomorrow marks Chapman's 40th annual Homecoming Chili Cook-Off. Every year, this homecoming event enjoys a great turnout with students, families, and staff of Chapman University. The event consists of multiple student-run booths that have created their own batch of chili for attendees to sample and be judged. A first-place title will also be announced. This year, the event is sponsored by the Chapman University Alumni Association. There will be food, a root beer garden, and music to pump up football fans before we take on the Whittier Poets. Go Panthers!
Whether it's homecoming weekend or just another Tuesday, Chapman students can expect full signs on the parking meters as they rush to their campus destination. Kelly Moody explains how the university is trying to fix the problem.
6 weeks into the school year, and Chapman University students are still running into signs such as these that say full. This small Carmageddon has left students hunting down even the most distant and inconvenient parking spots on campus.
This year, there were over 480 more permits issued than in the past due to parking availability, but students beg to differ.
I need to be on main campus, and I parked over across the street from Dodge at a City of Orange public lot, and that was almost full. I only had one spot there.
Sometimes I have to park at a friend's house, and it's like, why am I even paying for parking?
We're not trying to violate the policy, but we pay so much money to come to the school, and we don't want to miss classes because of parking. So if they can just give us warnings, or maybe the school can provide more parking spots, that would be ideal.
Parking and Transportation Services recognizes the challenges that students are facing and has strategized to provide more opportunities for students to open up their parking options.
And there is a carpool program on campus where 25 groups can enroll in it through Human Resources. And it's kind of an incentive to not bring a car. The top floor of the Jim Miller structure remains basically empty. So we have allowed for overflow parking.
To avoid these signs, she also recommends utilizing the 2 shuttles that travel throughout the lots, or just keep circling those structures. This is Kelly Moody, Chapman News.
Construction on the new structure behind Marion Knott Studios should be completed in the beginning of 2014.
We've had an awesome week in Chapman's.
Tom Jackson will give us all the details. Tom, what do you got for us?
Well, when we come back, a huge volleyball milestone, plus the QB battle has been settled. But both contenders contributed to the home opener. The Best Campus Sports Show is next.
Nice. No!
Oops.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy.
Works every time.
Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
High fives all around. High fives. Oh, God.
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Up to 40% of businesses never recover after experiencing a major disaster. Make a plan at ready.gov/business.
to Chapman News. It's a big football weekend for Chapman, and I know there's lots of action going on.
We've got Touchdown Tom in the building, everyone. Tom, what's the latest in sports?
Well, thank you guys. It's my favorite weekend of the year, homecoming. Good games coming up, but first we recap a great week in Chapman sports. Women's volleyball coach Mary Cahill notched her 400th career victory with a commanding sweep of Caltech on Friday night. Relying on her motivation and leadership, Coach Cahill here looked to stay unbeaten in the SCIAC Conference. The Panthers overpowered the Beavers with an unrelenting offense, bringing down the hammer with spike after spike. Seniors Corinne Ostrowski picked apart the Caltech team with timely sets to Chapman power hitters like Val Geiger. But this game belonged to fellow junior Kate Marusic, who led the team with 8 kills. One of her more impressive hits came in the second game of the match with an emphatic slam down the middle. It was an emotional victory for the team as they helped Coach Cahill become one of the winningest coaches in Division III volleyball. Wes Rappaport reports on the Hutton Sports Center.
Win number 400 for Coach Mary Cahill in her 25-year career as the Panthers head coach. Career percentage now .568. But 400, not just a number, also comes with a lot of meaning.
Every year is different players, different makeup of the team, and I just enjoy coaching. The back of my legs are soaked, and I'm kind of surprised they did that, but they had the senior do it. They didn't have the underclassmen do it.
They're too afraid.
Yes, they're too afraid. So it was nice. It was a nice gesture, and the fact that Val actually painted this volleyball with acrylic paint to do the school colors. So it's special.
The Panthers continued their winning ways against Laverne and Whittier, pushing their win streak to 5 games. They look to keep the streak alive against number 5 ranked Cal Lutheran in a fight for first place. The volleyball team was in the crowd cheering on the Panthers with Pete in attendance for the first football game against Whitworth. There they are cheering on the home team. Early on, the Panthers set the pace after a blowout win over the Puget Sound. The Panthers looked to impress that home crowd right there. Early on, the Panthers set the pace as QB Michael Leahy juked his way to a 6-yard touchdown. Chapman relied heavily on the junior as he posted another stellar performance. He tallied over 200 yards of total offense, highlighted by his 15 for 18 passing attack. After losing their 2 starting running backs in the preseason, the Panthers were scrambling to find a replacement. Enter Cody Chappell, who led all rushers with 126 yards on 16 carries. Chappell helped the Panthers build a 17-10 lead going into halftime. But the Pirates would not give up as they brought the game within 1 score off a short screen to DJ Tripoli from Brian Peterson as he scampers 74 yards into the land of 6. A tight game throughout the first 3 quarters. The fourth belonged to Chapman as Leahy threw for 2 touchdowns, icing the game on a throw to Anthony Izikuni, who channels his inner Greg Jennings and put the entire Pirates team on his back with 6:20 left to play. Big man showing Chapman News some love right there. Panthers win it 38-17, and Coach Bob Owens called the game a program win.
Every aspect of the game, special teams, guys did a great job. Offense, guys did a great job. Defense, there were a couple of defensive stands coming out that we needed to make, and those guys did a great job of keeping them off the board, giving us a chance to get on the board first, second half, and take control of the game.
I don't feel any pressure. I'm just playing out there, just having fun. Just make plays.
We need to set the tone for the SCIAC, and then also we need to set the tone for the school. You know, just get more and more support, more and more fan base, and I think our program's definitely on the uprise right now. So we just gotta go out there and play hard.
That's right, Chapman fans, come out tomorrow as they have a game everyone's waiting for. Panthers take on Whittier for the 2013 homecoming game. This game features plenty of exciting matchups, none more than Coach Bob Owens taking on his former team, the Poets. Owens led the Poets to 2 SCIAC championships in 1997 and 98. While Coach Owens is quick to downplay the matchup, it is shaping up to be a great game. A bunch of our newsies will be there, so come on out and say hi. We've got some other fun homecoming games. Women's soccer takes on Cal Lutheran at 11 a.m. and hoping to improve their record to 7-4. To the hardwood we go as women's volleyball hosts Pomona Pitzer at 1 p.m. In the game everyone's waiting for, football takes on Whittier at 7 o'clock tonight for the homecoming game of the year, or tomorrow night. The Chapman Fitness Challenge kicks off tomorrow with the annual 5K run. Diane Gerstenfeld has more on from President Doty's new healthy initiative.
Who's excited about the Chapman Fitness Challenge?
Chapman University is challenging all students to step their game up and get fit this year. Whether it's as simple as getting an extra workout in a week or completing a marathon, President Doty wants you moving. Dean of Students Jerry Price and Student Union Program Coordinator Mike Kaiser were instrumental in making Doty's vision come to life.
One of the reasons I'm excited about it is because even though we're an academic institution, I have learned after doing this for a long time that you can't separate someone's academic and intellectual work from their physical self.
Students can register on Chapman's website through OrgSync and choose which plan best suits their individual needs. Ambitious students can go for the goals or start with the introductory 5-5-1 plan by completing 5 fitness and 5 wellness activities and 1 personal long-time goal.
So we want to provide opportunities for people who are already exercising to go above and beyond what they're already doing, but then the person who doesn't really exercise, and for them to have an opportunity to just dip their toes in the water.
Not only is it important to keep fit, but also to have a healthy mind. The Chapman Fitness Challenge encourages students to take time to de-stress and develop themselves spiritually and mentally.
I used to go to the gym like every once in a while and then I would stop. So then like I would go again and then I would stop. So like I'm trying to keep it consistent.
So my fitness goal is to hike the mountain at the end of the year with President Doty.
And John can do just that when the program closes with President Doty's end of the year hike. Diane Gerstenfeld, Chapman News.
And students can start earning challenge points by taking exercise classes offered daily over at the Student Union and Fitness Center. Well, that's all I got for sports. I'm pretty sure there's a fitness class this Monday. I think it's kickboxing. Am I going to see you there?
Ooh, not me. Kickboxing's an intense workout.
I'd love to go, but
No Zumba? I mean, I got some Zumba class.
Yeah,
I've been
how
going
are
for
your
a couple of
dancers
weeks.
going?
Doing a little bit like that. I don't know.
let's all go. We can all do it together, yeah.
All right, well, thanks, Tom. We're looking forward to seeing who wins this weekend's big game.
Coming up, a Chapman student hits it big once again with another music video. Alex Biston's report after the break.
Plus, Halloween festivities are in full swing. Annie Ackerman has the latest in entertainment.
That's right, guys. I've got a recap of all the homecoming festivities, plus a brand new Halloween treat. Stay with us. You're watching Chapman News.
Drive buzzed could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back. Alli, you know me and my chick flicks. Yesterday, no one let me forget that it was October 3rd.
A Mean Girls reference, yes. Well, anyways, enough about Mean Girls. Annie, tell us what's going on in entertainment.
In case you missed it, here's a full list of homecoming events that you can do with your family this weekend. Whether you're looking to try chili from the chili cook-off competition, connect with old friends, or cheer on Panther football, there will be something for everyone to do. And it all starts today with Chapman's annual day of service. Then early tomorrow, there will be a 5K run walk, and even if you aren't running, like myself, come out and show your Panther pride. All the proceeds will benefit the Chapman Scholarship Fund. And before the football game on Saturday night, Chili will be cooking for the annual Chili Cook-Off competition in the Piazza from 5 to 6:30. We're really excited to show off our Chapman spirit and beat Whittier at our homecoming football game. And the first ever Growl Fall Festival took place on Thursday afternoon. Reporter Cammie Warner-Longo was there with the delicious details.
And faculty together to share in both delicious food and Panther pride towards the homecoming game this weekend. A vast amount of hot dogs, limitless tacos, and mountains of fruit were provided for the hour-long event, and all food was free of charge. Chapman students enjoyed themselves while eating and talking with their friends. This is the first time that the University Program Board has decided to combine both a food festival and a pep rally together in order to create a more spirited environment on campus. The event proved to be a huge success, and the University Program Board plans on throwing another Growl Fall Fest in the future. I'm Cammie Warner-Longo for Chapman News.
All the great food and spirit from this year's Fall Fest should keep you more than satisfied until Spring Sizzle next semester. And Dodge College of Film and Media Arts was recently ranked 7th in the nation by Hollywood Reporter, and students like Daniel Iglesias Jr. are why that ranking is so high. Alex Biston talked with the student about his career.
Of a lifetime. So the entire weekend was like this run and gun. I'll run and say hi to my sister, run back to Planet Hollywood, shoot the pool scene, go up on the roof, shoot the Bellagio fountains with him, get in a car, ride around with the GoPros, do this party scene, go to this casino, shoot this, okay, go nap for 2 hours, get up, go get breakfast. And that was like our entire weekend in Las Vegas. They had a whole team, their whole entourage had all their ideas, and we had all our ideas, and you get like a lot of cooks in the kitchen, but you figure out a way to kind of be the head chef and make it all work.
Iglesias has also had the opportunity to create Hunter Hayes' music video, I Want Crazy.
Then a bunch of other doors started opening up. Hunter Hayes, Jonas Brothers, they all had seen our video Sweater Weather and I worked with the neighborhood because it was branding and pretty hot. And they were like, yo, we really like this. This is a cool new thing. Can we get these guys to do that for us? And we now had an outlet. We now had a production company. We now had a professional means to be communicative with. Jonas Brothers was kind of like organized chaos on purpose. Hunter Hayes was, here's the treatment, here's all the scenes, here's the entire breakdown, here's how we're going to do everything. We're not going to be just run and gun. We're going to have everything set up with budget. We flew to Canada. We made it in Canada. We had like 10 different locations that we all shot at, so it was very structured and traditional.
So how did he get started? Iglesias originally started creating music videos for the band The Neighborhood with his partner, Zach Secular. As for his future, where will we see Daniel in 10 years?
We want to have a serious footing in the commercial game. And then by the end of the next 3 years, we want to have some type of footing in actual features. And I don't think that's an unrealistic goal. I honestly don't. I think it's a high goal that will be difficult to reach and will take a lot of hard work and discipline. But I don't think it's unrealistic.
Reporting from Orange, I'm Alex Biston, Chapman News.
Daniel seems like such a cool guy. Check out all of his work at vimeo.com/enscollective. And it's the grand opening of Haunted Hollywood Sports, a new Hollywood experience. Halloween experience. There are 3 scary walkthrough mazes, plus a rock wall, carnival, and a full nightclub. Tomorrow night, show your Chapman ID at the ticket window and you'll get half off general admission to the park. And this isn't just your regular Halloween maze. The Haunted Hollywood Sports is introducing a new interactive haunting experience called Kill House, where you get to shoot zombies. It's like the real-life Walking Dead. Regular price is $30, but you'll get in for $15. For more information, visit www.hauntedhollywoodsports.com. Leah, Alli, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm kind of scared. What Halloween activities do you guys have planned?
Well, actually, I heard that the Queen Mary, they turned their entire ship into like this haunted ship with mazes and scary people in masks. What are you doing?
Really fun. I mean, I think I'm just gonna stick to trick-or-treating though. Keeping it simple. Well, thank you guys for joining us this week for Chapman News. I'm Leah Freeman.
And I'm Alli Friedman. Have a great homecoming weekend.